Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I've got some picks for you for today's slate, Sunday, February 23rd. We have 10 games, but one of those games already started. I had church this morning, so I'm getting this video out a little bit later. Just did not have time this morning to put one out, but I'm trying to get most of these for the later games, so you guys can still take advantage of this for a few hours before these other games start. Did not have a good day yesterday. The only play that hit was Jusuf Nurkic, who got that rebounds and assists done for us. He also cashed the assists to keep our streaks underdog play still alive, which I'll post my next play for that later on today in the community section of my YouTube. But yeah, Nikola Jokic did not get this done. This was an unexpected blowout on the side of the Lakers. The Lakers actually, this was a weird game. He had 26 in the first half, and I thought we were on pace to cash this 50 PRA. And then he ended up just going for 35. Rui Hachimura, man, talk about a miss. He had gone for 11 rebounds in his previous game. He'd gone, I think, 4 or 5 games straight with like 8 or 9 rebounds or more. Then just puts up a total goose egg in a game where they ended up winning. And then Miles Bridges, pretty sure Portland ended up getting this one done too. So rough outing. We're trying to get back in rhythm here. It's been kind of shaky since the All-Star break. We were like really putting things together before the All-Star break, and then it just seems like we need to get things smoothed out here a little bit. So gonna just keep swinging for it. You know, I show you guys every play. I show you that I take these plays, and I show you my reasoning behind why I like the play. So once I break the play down, you can decide if you're seeing what I'm seeing or if you don't feel good about the play. But you know, it sucks when we're not hitting, but we'll just keep going because we're going to get back in rhythm eventually. This is just all part of it. So here's what I'm liking for today. Got a 4-man. I'm just flexing it. I put 2 units on it, flex and just straight up flex. I'm going Chet Holmgren over 2.5 free throws made. I'm going to go Chris Paul, 7 assists. Had to take this because most platforms have it at 7.5. I've got some pivots if you don't like the assist, but I'm going to take his assists over 7 here against New Orleans. Tim Hardaway Jr., love this 1.5 assists. I thought for sure it was a goblin, and the fact that it's not, I'm like, okay, I'm locking this in because I feel good about him getting 2. And then going to go with Max Christie, who's just been super solid with his new team, the Mavericks, over 20 points, rebounds, and assists. So let's start breaking it down. If you guys don't mind, do me a favor, like the video, drop me a comment. If you have questions, I will try to get back to you about plays, but I do have a busy day. I'm moving back to my place today, my wife and I, so no more at the in-laws, which should open up my schedule a little bit. So hopefully I can get a little bit more consistent getting these videos out earlier. So Chet Holmgren, this 2.5 free throws made, 71% hit rate on the 2024 season, 10 out of 14 games. Tough matchup, 6th in free throws allowed, Minnesota. But he has gotten this done at a pretty good rate when he played them. Well, I mean, it's not like crazy, but his last outing, he went for 4, nothing the game before that, and then had an outing with 6. But really, it's most recently why I want to take this. Kind of getting in rhythm here. And yeah, one of those games was very recently when he played against Minnesota. But I do feel good about him getting it done. Let's take a look at this note from Outlier. On the road, it seems like he's been getting it done a lot more. So he's exceeded 2.5 free throws in 7 straight games on the road. So he's averaging 3.9 on the road. So this is something that I'm willing to take a chance on here, especially coming off back-to-back games with 4 and 5, one against the same opponent here, Minnesota. So this is just kind of like there's not a whole lot to get into here. We can look at his minutes, averaging about 22 minutes a game, but that's down over the last 5 because of this game over here where we only played 5 minutes. But if we look at more recently, 30 minutes, just about 28 minutes. So I like him to get this done today. We just need him to get to the line twice and cash 3 out of 4. So that's what I'm betting on. Let's take a look at the over-under for this game. Okay. So 227.5 over under. Thunder favored by 9, playing in Minnesota. And if we look at the 2024 season, we had mentioned a 71% hit rate on the 2024 season. Let's look at the away games. So he's perfect on the road. Yeah, 7 of 7, 100% hit rate. So definitely feeling good about him. Just it's a small line for him to hit. So hopefully he can take care of business for us. They do. For a second, I was thinking that Daily Grind doesn't cover free throws, but they do. So we'll see if they're on here. So they like his regular points line as the best over. They like his points over 14.5, 50.86% odds hit the over minus 121. This assist does look good, 1.5. They've got that favor to the over. 50.85% odds hit the over minus 123. They like his rebounds over 8. They don't like his full PRA. And then the free throws made are just at a 50-50 shot. They don't really know how to call it. They don't have other platforms to compare it to. So you have some pivots here if you're playing on a platform that does not offer the free throws. And if you just don't want to take the free throws, that's fair too. All right, so Chris Paul, over 7 assists. So he's already done this 63% on a pretty lengthy season here. He's played 54 games, cashed it in 34 of those. Lately, it's been a little bit bumpier. If we look at the last 5, 3 out of his last 5, he's cashed it. And then coming off that game against Detroit where he only went for 2. But he does have a softer matchup here, 26th in assists allowed. If we go specifically to point guards, it's just a little bit softer, 27th in assists allowed. I was first looking at the rebounds and assists. I was kind of wanting to run it back with that. But it's up at 11.5, which I do think that I do still like that play, because if you look at the head-to-head, last time he played them, he went for 7 rebounds, 10 assists. So that still looked good, came pretty close in the 2 that he missed. But when I realized that Prizepicks is giving us the assists at 7 flat instead of 7.5, I just really had to take that over the rebounds and assists. But the matchup's great for him. 24th in rebounds allowed, 27th in assists allowed. But the deciding factor, if you take a look here, the opening line, where are we at? Can I get 2 assists? Okay, yeah. So the opening line is at 7.5, and it does make a difference to me that we're getting it at 7. I'll show you why. So he's exceeded 7.5 assists in 13 of his last 14 games versus bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. So in these games, he's averaging 9.3. And then if you look here, the game that he missed, he went for 7. So that's pretty much actually 100% hit rate with 1 push. Soft matchup. I like him to bounce back, and they're going to have to really kind of figure things out. It's going to take more than a game or 2 to adjust to not having Wembanyama. Prayers up for him. That's a really unfortunate situation. Just came out of nowhere. So really hope he recovers and can get back to pursuing this career that looks like he could be a future Hall of Famer if he keeps it up. So all right, let's take a look here on Daily Grind. For Chris Paul, I would guess they like this because it's 0.5. Yeah, we're going to 0.5 discount. So they like this as the best play. 52.77% odds hit the over minus 130. You can see every other platform has it at 7.5, and kind of mixed emotions on whether or not they think it's going to go over. Some like it to go over, some like it to go under, but we definitely want to take advantage of that 0.5 in a situation like this, because a push is not the end of the world, and it just gives us a little bit more insurance. If you prefer something else besides the assists, yeah, they don't like the value at that 11.5 rebounds and assists, but they like his rebounds over 4. So if he goes over his rebounds, he goes over his assists, he's cashing that 11.5 rebounds and assists. But the rebounds they like to go over, 51.05% odds hit the over minus 122. And then they do like his full PRA as well. They also like his points rebounds if you guys prefer any of those instead. All right, I love this play, Tim Hardaway Jr. I know he's not super active. I have to see how many minutes he gets, but he's got a soft matchup here. 25th in assists allowed. If we go specifically to shooting guards, 27th in assists allowed. This is a very low line. He's cleared it in 4 out of his last 5, and 1 more assist in this other game against Charlotte. He would have gotten it done as well. Let's look at this note here. It gets better than that too. So he's exceeded 1.5 assists in 9 straight games on the road. So he's averaging 2.2 on the road, 100% hit rate. It looks solid. If we go to the full 2024 season, so 50% hit rate without touching anything. And then let's look at the away games. So a little bit better. It's really this stretch that he's been on, but still 58% on the road, 15 out of 26 games. But I'm loving this, he's in rhythm and he's got a soft matchup here. So, and it's just 2 assists. So I'm taking the low hanging fruit for this one. and hopefully he pulls through for us so we can get a sweep today. We got to get back in rhythm here. So they do like his assists over. They have it at 51.43% odds to hit the over, -126. They also like his free throws. He's got a free throw line, or actually it's a 50-50 shot, but the free throw line at 0.5, not looking too bad, just needs to make one, but still he's not, I like the assists a lot better than the free throws personally. Let's look at his last 5. Because I doubt he's getting a bunch of minutes. Well, not too bad. 25.7 minutes. Could be worse. Yeah, that 25-minute mark seems to be like the sweet spot. But in this game against Charlotte, he only played 18 minutes and had 3 assists. So feeling good about that. So let's talk about Max Christie. This 20.5 PRA, they're like super hyped on him. And, they went and got AD as well. And AD is done for a while. So Max Christie is kind of like their darling now. And he's really been producing with his new team and getting a larger role with the Mavericks, and dude's been playing good. If we look at the matchup overall, 10th in points allowed, 19th in rebounds allowed, 12th in assists allowed. We bounce over to the shooting guard position, it really opens up. 23rd in points allowed, 16th in rebounds allowed, 24th in assists allowed. So I just wanted the full PRA for this. Going to take a little bit of everything. If we look at the head-to-head, last time he played them was just on the 12th, a few days ago. And he went for 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Missed it the game before that when he played them, which was also this year. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And man, he's played them a lot this season. So this was with the Lakers. Both of these were with the Lakers. So even with his role with the Lakers, he was coming close in this matchup against Golden State. So he got it done once with the Lakers, barely missed it with the Lakers. And then when he came over to the Mavericks, let's see if we can see a bump in minutes. Yeah, so he's getting decent minutes actually in this game with the Lakers. 34 minutes, 31 minutes, and then his first game playing them with the Mavericks, he had 39.2 minutes, and that game did not go to overtime, so he just got like a decent amount of minutes. And then we'll go look at this last 5 again real fast. So averaging 35 minutes a game, 9.6 rebound chances, 5.2 potential assists, shooting 52% from the field on 11.6 attempts, and 45% from beyond the arc. So he's averaging 2.6 made threes a game right now over this 5-game stretch. And not getting to the line very often, but shooting great, 94% hit rate. 3.6 attempts a game over this 5-game stretch. So I feel good about it. I think he can get this done. He's actually done this in 7 straight games, and then 2 of these, one more anything would have gotten it done. One against New York, one against Washington. Yeah, an assist, a rebound, a basket. Any of those could have made this 9 straight games. So 7 out of his last 10 feels like a good way to wrap up this slip, and hopefully we can get back in rhythm here. It's been bumpy, man. I totally know. Like you guys know I'm taking everything that I'm talking to you about. Let's see. But this is just part of it, it's ebbs and flows. Like we get in rhythm, we do well, and then you go through droughts too. So they like his PRA over. I like that we're getting it at 20 flat, just a 0.5. But again, if he goes 20 on the dot, that's not a loss. That's just another push. But I like him to be able to get into at least the low 20s tonight. But they have this favor to the over, 51.42% odds hit the over, -125. They also like his rebounds over 4. They have that at a 51.94% odds hit the over, -126. Points, rebounds, they like. Points, assists, they like. And that's about it. They don't like his points at 13.5. They like his PRA, so they like the rebounds and the assists to be attached there. So you have some options there as well. If you guys want to check out this app from Daily Grind, you can try the DFS optimizer out with 25% off. Just use code BACKDOOR over at dgfantasy.com, and they'll let you lock that in for as long as you want. If you want to take advantage of those savings, you can lock it all the way up to a year. They'll let you secure that discount. And then you can try out my favorite app, Outlier. This will just give you a lot more information to help you make an informed decision. I always look for multiple indicators. I check the head-to-head. These notes from Outlier are always super helpful. Yeah, so this was a note that would be kind of deceiving, actually. He's failed to exceed 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 7 of his last 9 games on the road. But if you see that, that's all with the Lakers. And then the 2 that he hit it was when he first got to the Mavericks. So even the notes that don't go in your favor, you can just sort of snoop around at the details and figure out like why things changed. Why is he hitting here and he wasn't here? And that actually ends up being just like a case for him having a better chance to get this done in this particular matchup. But yeah, if you guys want to try this out, you can give this a test run for 7 days. You just sign up through the outlier link below. You don't need to put in a code or anything. Just sign up through that link and they will hook you up with a week to get to know this. They want you to really know what you're getting into, and I'm certain you'll enjoy it. You'll want to keep this app around. They cover matchups, up-to-date injury reports, which is nice. A lot of times they give you a little clickable note, that'll pop up and show you exactly what's going on with that player. And then the insights tab. This is just like the insights that we use all the time over here, but they put all these insights on the side here, and you can kind of see stuff that might pop off on your radar, stuff you might not look at on your own and realize like, oh, he does well against bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed, like different things like that. So it's pretty sweet. But guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and drop me a comment if you have any questions. But have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to get everything moved back home, get my setup, get my rig all tuned up, and adjust to the new schedule. And I'll try to get these videos out as early as possible. So have a good one, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.